We got new knives of the week. Let's light it up. We got new knives. Let's go ahead and get into it. What do we want to start with? Because we got a lot of different stuff here, including some new fixed blades. Let's go ahead and talk about this one. This one's not really a new knife. This is a restock, but I wanted to let you know that we got these back in, and that is the ZT06 pattern right there. And these things have been super hot. I love this thing. I absolutely love this knife. 3V on the blade steel, and it's just an absolute beast. It's a good survival knife type platform. Nice Kydex sheath to go along with it. Coming in at 320. I dig that knife. I dig ZT anyways. I mean, they're just great quality American-made knives. Really like those. Where do you want to go from there? You want to talk about the case? Let's talk about the case. So, just go ahead and answer my own questions. Don't even give Isaac a chance to talk. So, I actually noticed these on the floor yesterday, and we didn't have them online yet. And I'm like, we better go ahead and get these out there.
In the 3 years I've worked here, I've never seen one of these available around Halloween.
Yeah, they're always gone way before. And this one's really cool looking. Like, they did a really good job on the engraving on the bone handle right there, the orange bone or amber bone. Got the Halloween 2023 on the blade right there. And this one's coming in with the true sharp surgical steel blades, the spear point and the pin blade right there. Really nice canoe pattern. And it's coming with the wood box that's got Halloween engraved on the top of it.
I've never collected the Halloween series, but that's
a cool box.
Makes me want to buy one.
Yeah.
And so I just, it's like it's a little casket. And
Yep.
Like,
and that one's coming in at $159.99. We've got, I think, like 65 of those, and they're going to be gone really quickly. So get your hands on them while you can. We've got a few case knives, actually, and we want to stay on that case train. Next up is going to be the brand new Marilla in titanium.
They did it.
They did it. They did it. And I really dig it. So you can notice, you will notice when you pick this up, a definite difference in weight.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely heavier than the aluminum version. And
which is why aluminum's pretty light to begin with.
Yeah.
But
and S35VN on the blade steel, so going back to the original blade steel. Everything else, all the dimensions, the G10 inlay, everything else is going to be the same. I will say this one's coming in a little pricey. So that one is coming in, I think, $359 for the titanium. Now, that does take into account, it takes a lot more machining, it takes a lot more precision. It's a lot more difficult to do titanium than it is to do anodized aluminum. But that's a really nice one right there. Really dig that.
I like that they're doing some different things.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to have to keep up with everybody.
Right.
So give them time. Work with them.
Yep.
Not everybody's perfect. Case is doing new things for the first time in ever. So.
And included in that is the new vintage bone with the PVD coating on the blade. So we're going to need to pull this blade out right here. This is a really interesting take, and I kind of dig this. It's not really going to show up that well on the camera, but this is a black PVD coating on the blade that looks really cool, and it gives it like a whole new feel, especially on this Sodbuster Junior, and of course the one that I'm going to have to pick up because I do collect the mini COPPERLOCKs, and that is going to be the mini COPPERLOCK right there. It just, you can tell the difference between the nickel silver on the bolster and what is normally a mirror polished blade is now a black PVD mirror polished blade. And with that antique bone, just looks really, really cool. And I dig it. I dig it. This one's coming in at $119, and this one's coming in at $99. So really cool little offerings there, both in stainless steel. So
I really like that Sodbuster.
yeah, it's pretty slick looking, and really dig those. So that's some new stuff from Case. Also, we got some new stuff from Dawson we haven't had in a while, and this is an absolute beast. And I like the blade finish on this. So I'll let you go ahead and take a look at that. The blade finish, they're calling this their scorched earth finish. I wanted to get that right. So that is a really cool look. And that's one thing that I've really enjoyed from Dawson is their different blade finishes look really cool, really unique, and different from what anybody else is doing. That's a really cool blade right there. That one's coming in at about $395, and I mean, just really, really nice stuff. We've got a couple of different models from them. That one in particular is the Marauder XL.
Look, it's got a spotty flick hole. You want to flick it?
I don't think I want to flick that one. We've also got the OUTCAST, which I think is really good for an EDC blade.
Before we get on that, and I don't want to interrupt you, but I do want to take a moment to talk about Dawson's transparency that we just discovered when we opened up the box, that a lot of companies might not be transparent about.
Yeah.
They are aware that these screws right here
for their holster, their sheath system, and its mounting system that they have made, all out of carbon fiber, mind you, they're aware that those screws can back out at very inopportune times. So they've included in the packaging blue Loctite, which I got to commend them for. They're saying, hey, these screws can back out, so if you want to Loctite them, go ahead and do that. But they don't do it in advance because they want you to be able to set this up how you want it.
Yeah, they want you to set your tightness up the way you like it.
And have it, because these actually, and that's something we should also mention as well. So you can see right here, that is adjustable. So you can adjust the angle right here that you carry this at if you want it on your side but want it maybe angled a little bit. If you want it like cross draw or something like that, or want to do a scout carry, that gives you the flexibility and the option to do that. And then they also included the Loctite in there so that you can get that. Also, these are in CPM-MAGNACUT. So this is the OUTCAST model. The other one was the Marauder XL. This one also has that same blade finish, the scorched earth finish, and this one's with the red G10, and really nice contouring on those handles. It feels really good in the hand. Of course, made in the USA. Dawson has been since 1973, so I mean, they've got a long, rich history. And this is another thing that I really dig, is the full tang. That tang comes out the back and turns into a pry bar right there, and I really like that as well. So really nice. And this one, of course, has the same kind of mounting system and same sheath there. So really like that, nice and secure. It's a great, great blade. While we're on the subject of fixed blades, we've got a new one from BOKER. This is the URD XL, and that is a chunky little bugger right there. G10 on the handles. This one's coming in around 62, 63 bucks. It looks like about a 1/4 inch on the thickness there. I got the handy dandy ruler here. So on the actual blade, yep, that's a 1/4 inch blade stock on that D2 tool steel. Nice sheep's foot blade right there.
You're basically just paying for a slab of D2.
That's a whole sheep's foot right there with a nice blood groove / fuller. Everybody's gonna get pissed off about that. But you can see the D2 right there. Super thick. Again, G10 on the handles, nice lanyard hole in the back end. Now, if you've got bigger hands, your pinky's not gonna be able to fit on there. But it's actually fairly comfortable. I hadn't held it like that yet. It's actually fairly comfortable to hold like that with your pinky on the back side of it. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. And you've got the jimping up front right there. So
it's almost as ridiculous as the Proponent.
Yep.
That's the kind of vibes I'm getting, like.
Yep.
Just way overbuilt for what it is.
Yeah. Insane cleaver style blade.
If you love just kind of novelty looking stuff like that, then yeah, that's definitely one that's going to catch an eye or two.
It's very unique. Very unique. And also launched last week is the new BenchMade Immunity series, the partial immunity and the auto immunity. These are the new autos that I have been so waiting for, because the first time we saw these was at SHOT Show, and I fell in love with these things. I mean, this is what I thought the immunity should have been all along. I mean, just pops out there. Got 3 different colors in each one, which is kind of what they've been doing with this series. Aluminum on the handles. We got the green, we got the bronze, and we got the blue. And they all look really good. $290, $250. M4 on the blade steel, which is a great blade steel for this blade shape and that kind of utility right there. I'm going to call that a utility style blade. It's kind of a reverse tanto. It's kind of a sheep's foot. And again, let's do this right here. God,
we were talking. It's very, very snappy.
Yeah.
To the point it does worry me with people who might not. If you buy this and you're expecting it to be weak, it will jump out of your hand.
Now, 2 1/4 inches on the auto immunity, and that is why they also released the partial immunity. And that is going to be the Cali legal for those less free states right there. That's going to be under 2 inches, just under 2 inches right there, 1.9 inches. And again, just as snappy, all 3 of the same colors, same price, $292.50. And I mean, still a really useful blade. And I'm going to call that a working blade. These also have, wait a minute now. Oh, we've got, this is interesting. So we got a first production run right here in our hands. I don't know how that slipped through the cracks for us here, but we got one first production run. That I did not know that was here. That's interesting. No, it was not. That's that one. And so that's really cool. But $292.50 on those, and those are going to be sticking around. I think that's a great little blade, and it feels really good in the hand. They come with the lanyard. They come with the bead, which also matches the handle right there. So
I like how easy it is with the axis lock. You don't have to put your finger on both of them.
Yeah.
You can easily do it with just
one. Yeah, and you can actually actuate it like that too. Just one. I like that.
Make everybody think you're spotty flicking.
So for those of you that can't spotty flick, you can just get one of these and pretend.
These are awesome. I think I want one.
Yeah.
I like this bronze one quite a bit.
I do too. I really do. Especially in the full size blade for us free states. I really dig that. And man, that's
Money.
That's
Money.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. So, yeah, and we've got a lot of cool stuff coming up. So let us know in the comments down below what you guys want to see more of. What are you carrying today, Isaac?
Well, today I am carrying a sheepdog.
You ended up getting it. I didn't know you got it.
Button lock Kaiser sheepdog. So really fun. These are new, coming out with the button lock. You can find them on our website. Super fishy.
Yeah, it is.
Love it.
Absolutely. Well, for me, today is Titanium Tuesday. So I got a bunch of titanium knives. I got my Tor XT1 Alpha that I absolutely love right there. Got an Ocaso Solstice in titanium right there. Harpoon blade. And I've got my Winter Blade Co. Mirage in titanium right there. So it was an all titanium day for me.
Nice. And then, you know, Greg's got his
ZT-0308 right there. That's a badass little knife. I mean, not little by any means, but a beast of a knife.
Oh yeah.
I love that thing.
It's definitely a chunker.
Yeah. That's a nice one,
That's been a good show.
Heck yeah, absolutely. So, again, let us know what you're looking for and what you want to see from us next. We got some really cool stuff coming up and some really interesting stuff. And we're also going to continue getting more into our podcast series and talking, I guess, a little more casually and not so serious on that too. So, as always, remember, if it cuts, what carries it? Yeah.